We got 100 women that were trafficked and enslaved in a human egg farm. Now, this story does not have that much coverage, but this story got brought to light because of 3 women who escaped a sickening egg farm in Georgia. So you have around 100 women that were kept as slaves on a human egg farm where they were fed hormones and treated like cattle. In case you were wondering how did these women get caught up in this situation, none of these women were stalked. None of these women got snatched up and kidnapped off the street. Nah. A social media ad. An advertisement on social media is what got all these women. A social media advertisement. And this advertisement that was being advertised on social media was for surrogate mothers who would live with families and be paid about $1,182 to about $25,000 a month. And one of the victims said that she was brought to Georgia, then she was brought to Dubai and Armenia when 2 Chinese nationals escorted her to this house. And the women in this house would be injected, okay? The women that were in this house will be injected to get treatment, and their eggs would be extracted with a machine. And the victim said that their passports had been taken, and they were told by their captors they risked arrest in Thailand if they returned home. And yes, that farm and everything got exposed, and all those women, 100 women, they got freed, but those 3 women got rescued. And that's the only reason why the story got brought to light. But you have over 75,000 plus black women that end up missing. And then you see a video surface, which is on my Instagram as well, but you see this video surface of Peter Nygaard telling these black women, these black queens, that they'll spend $100 for an egg. $100 for their egg. That video just brings like a different meaning to abortion and trafficking, etc. See, what y'all gotta understand is trafficking, sex, and organ, because you gotta mix that in there too, is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And those involved are invested in technology to use what you have for their purpose. If you think that people ain't eating and drinking those placentas, I better think again. Why else do you see how fast they take y'all baby's placentas when y'all give birth? Huh? He said what? Think about it. Think about it. See, guess what? The same thing that Peter Nygaard was telling these women, those black queens, $100 for their egg and their placentas and all this stuff that you see out here. What happened with this story just now, with those women that were trafficked and enslaved in a human egg farm, that's all over the world, man. See, y'all gotta understand that human trafficking goes deeper. Human, like organ harvest, it goes deeper. Did you hear the honk? It goes deeper. The rabbit hole goes deep. Once you start understanding that they're shapeshifters and there are non-humans as well. On cue. See, I told you we ain't the only humans. But once you understand that it goes deeper than that, people, when they hear human trafficking, they automatically hear, oh my God, they're kidnapping this person, having them in a house somewhere, chained up, and just having sex. It gets deeper than that, man. It's deeper. It's not only for sex, man. It's deeper. It's deeper. It's spiritual. Why else? And why do you think they have an obsession with blood? Adrenochrome, right? The children's blood. Let's use it entertainment purposes for this video, allegedly, but come on. Why do you think you see what you see? This goes deeper, yo. The rabbit hole goes down. But this story got brought to light. So it also makes you think, right? Because this story got brought to light thanks to those 3 women who escaped, and then they were able to find this farm and see that there was 100 women. And I'm sure that's just the accurate that they want to put there. It probably was way more than that. But and this got brought to light that if this place existed, if there was this farm and they had a machine and they were using, like, taking women's eggs out, but heart trafficking them, just imagine around the world, right? Did you hear that on cue? So it doesn't necessarily mean that they got to keep snatching people off the street, right? No. They can keep using these people to keep breeding them. I told y'all. At this traffic, you hear everything on cue? That this trafficking goes deeper than that, man. It's for breeding, harvesting, etc. And then y'all know, reptilians and all that, they gotta eat, right? These non-humans, they gotta eat. So why else do you think they have an obsession with the placenta, the eggs, the babies, the adrenochrome? Why else? It goes deeper. It goes deeper. Once you understand about, once you see what you see, and when you know that we ain't the only humans on this world, that there's shapeshifters, reptilians, draconians, and there's people, like, you know what I'm saying? You start understanding why people go missing and all that. Then you start understanding why the people, you heard the bang on cue? See, then you start understanding why certain people start aging a certain way. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they start looking like, wait, what happened? The whole change, right? Then you see when they don't get that fix, how they look. Then when they get that fix, how it changes them. I mean, I remember the Steve Harvey, right? That episode when the lady was clearly pouring that on his face, right? Like on his hands with blood on it. And the lady told Steve that was Oprah's what? Her favorite. And what did Oprah call it? The fountain of youth. Yeah. It's like, when you see what you see, and when you unplug, and when you hear all these stories, and then the videos that surface, and when you see that it goes deeper than this, and once you start seeing that there's fallen angels and that there's people who are not human that are underground, you start understanding why you see what you see out here. Y'all just gotta just stay protected, put a hedge of protection, man. Because it's real out here. You have to. You have to. Always pray for a hedge of protection. Always. Wow. Just think about that. These women were held up in a farm and they were taking their eggs. And the sad thing about it is that they'll use these eggs, and then those children, if they decide to keep it, either they want to keep that egg and let that child grow up, that child they're going to start using into that business too, to start trafficking, and boom, boom, boom. It's like they don't even have to kidnap people no more. They could just keep breeding the already people who they already have kidnapped. Let's just keep breeding them, breeding them, breeding them, breeding them. We're going to feed the non-human, feed them, boom. Use this one, recruit, boom. Use this one for what we need. But we have already our captives. Keep breeding, breeding, breeding. Oh, this one right here, she or he's already used up. You are foot soldier now. Go out there, recruit, find. Like, I'm telling you, but you see that? They don't gotta be out here just snatching people. They can continue to keep using the people who they already have to breed with eggs. They got machines, technology is advancing. Look at the Peter Nygaard video. Talking about $100 for these black queens eggs. Think how special your eggs are, your genes, your DNA, your genetics. Why so many people are attracted, like they want that. And y'all think that all these shots was just shots. Nah, nigga. A lot of y'all got special blood, hybrid DNA. A lot of y'all out here, I'm telling y'all. Why else would these people be so fascinated on y'all eggs and spend that much for y'all DNA, right? Why else do you not see your placenta after you give birth, that baby's placenta? Y'all really think that these niggas ain't out here eating and drinking placentas? Spiritual. Why you think they gotta fascinate? They need that. They need that. They need that. That's how they get their power. That's how they get their power. A lot of y'all get it straight from the divine. But a lot of these niggas out here that do what they do, they get it from keep doing that. From that. Why else you see what you see out here? When you see what you see, unplug, think out the box. Start thinking out the box. Don't just look at the trafficking and organ harvesting just as, oh my God, this is just for sex. No. It goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. Especially once you know that there are shapeshifters and there are reptilians, draconians, and there are non-humans. You heard that on cue? See, once you know this, it gets deeper. It gets deeper. Y'all just keep yourself spiritually protected, man. Pray for hedge of protection. Always stay in prayer. Rebuke, bind, send back to senders. Keep it going. Always put your trust in the Most High. No matter how things look in your life, but always pray. It's crazy, right? When you start thinking that way. And then when these stories start coming to light, and then you see old footages, and you just have to just think. Watch the movie Get Out. And watch the movie Blink Twice. That's what I'm gonna say. Watch Get Out. Watch Blink Twice. Watch Get Out. And watch Blink Twice. That's all I'm gonna say. I know it's up already. Unplug. Stay awake. Don't go to sleep. No matter how hard you try to look away or try to go back to sleep, it's impossible now. You already here. You are here already. You are here. You too deep in. It's hard to look away with the information that you have been receiving, been learning, continuing to learn. The stuff that continues to get brought into the light, it just keeps going down and down and down. The rabbit hole just goes down. Just stay awake, man. Don't go to sleep. Stay awake. But once you know that we are not the only humans in this world, because we're not, We're not. Fall back, relax. See what you see. Until next video. But